again, baby, baby. See you again, baby. When can I see you again, baby? When can my heart beat again, darling? When can I see you again? When can my heart beat again? Woo. When can I see you again? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up? Y'all thought it was Labor Day that your boy wasn't gonna get that labor in on this Monday morning, and the sun has returned, the rain has left us. Oh glory! Cause the rain does nothing. Let me tell y'all something. Gray days and rainy days do nothing for my Aquarius. It does nothing. They do nothing for my melanin. Whew. It's totally against my, what's this, vitamin D or C? It's D, yeah. Or it's vitamin E. D. Yeah. Does nothing for that intake. So, yeah, I know Labor Day means for a lot of folks to chill out and all of that, but what it do, DeAndre? You ate. And so, but for me, me trying to stay in shape and working out is not laborious. It is, it's become a daily thing for me. You know, when you get a particular age, you have to kind of work with Mother Nature. You know, when you're in your 20s and your teens and your 20s and even, a good portion of your 30s, it's just automatic. But when you get over 50, I'm telling you, you have to, hell, a lot of folks when they get over 40, but particularly, especially when you get over 50, it's time to start meeting Mother Nature halfway and doing what you can to make sure everything is, still movable. And there's no creaking and squeaking going on in them there bones. So you want to make sure you drink plenty of water, eat the right foods whenever possible, make it more possible than we should, and get that exercise in, even if it's just a brisk 30-minute walk. Get something done. And still taking that challenge of not eating sweets and eating, a lot of carbs. I still love my turkey necks and my noodles. That's all that. So, there's a lady over there. What's happening? Morning. And so, trying to make sure that we get this thing started. So y'all gonna join me as I make my rounds around my favorite spot. So, anywho, hope everybody's weekend has gone well. I hope you don't do too much work during, meaning like, laborious work. But you take this time out today to reflect, exercise, and to, get some things done, because we're still pandemicking. We're still trying to get this thing together and trying to make sure that we, as they say, stay out of the way. Let me put this up here. Y'all know while I set my water down. And I don't know what's going on. There's a lady sitting on the land across the sidewalk over there. I don't know if she's homeless or not, but she waved. So I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff going on in society. But anyway, before I get my stroll on, let me see who's already saying hello. Junior Miles, what's up? Ron Roswell, what's up? Mr. Donaldson Ernest, what's up, bro? Welcome. And y'all do me a favor, share this live. Go ahead and just start sharing it, because, I'm giving what's called almost like my Jimmy Fallon monologue, before I get into my topics. And, of course, y'all fool with me on the Cash App and the PayPal, even though I make it look easy, but there's some labor, intense involvement when I share these thoughts with y'all. And I know I'm doing it because I want to, but I'm just saying, if you like it, holla at your boy. We all pandemic around here. We all trying to keep our heads above water here. So anyway, as I was saying, Labor Day, you know, we traditionally, if it wasn't out the pandemic, we'd be all on vacation. We'd be with family barbecuing and stuff. Due to the pandemic, we had to put some of that stuff on hold. A lot of stuff on hold. If you enjoy living, you put a lot of stuff on hold. But you know what? There are people who are still walking their ass around, not walking, but are actually gathering. No social distancing, and I don't hardly see any masks. I'm nervous and I'm shaking for others. I mean, they're like packed in places. Now, y'all seen me in the last couple of weeks. I've appeared at Buffalo Wild Wings twice. Well, one that y'all know about, the other one I did. Shout out to UA. But we were socially distanced, had our masks and stuff. But these places, when y'all go to have these places that have these patios on the weekends, these people are not playing. They are out there. They're in their thick. And then there are people who are still advertising the nightlife. You know, I mean, DJs, I mean, party promoters, the clubs, they're saying, hey, come on out, we got this. And this one popular one here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And everybody used the same voiceover actor. Come to Benetti's right here, Midway, North Dallas, Benetti's, Friday night, Don Diego, the man, Don Diego, social distancing, you have the food and the music and dance, come social distance, Benetti's. I'm like, what the, are y'all still trying to, and I imagine people are still going out there in other places. They're out in the club, and it's across racial lines. Everybody, it's like, man, damn this pandemic. If I catch it, I catch it. Damn the coronavirus. If I catch it, I catch it. Well, I can be on either side of that debate, but I'd rather not. You know, and I'll say to everybody who's on this side, it's not a real virus. And on the other side, man, you see these people are dying. It is real. You know what? I'll say both of you are correct. But you know what I'm going to be? Right here in the middle. I'm just going to do me. I'm not going to participate. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm not going to get in either one of them. I'm just going to do me and stay out the way. You know, and I'll sneak, slip and slide here and there when I think nobody's looking, like I'm in this parking lot here. Nobody's out here but me, so I don't know, and nobody's around. My mom would say, you still should have a mask on. Like, well, come on. I don't wear it in my apartment, and I'm wearing it when I'm not around anybody. But when I get around people, it's like I was born with the damn mask. I don't play that. And Labor Day, I saw this awesome meme that was passed around, that's going around, where it showed the actual Labor Day. They showed slaves on the boat, African men on La Amistad. They said that's the actual Labor Day. We never got the day off. You know, the ancestors who were kidnapped and enslaved and turned into slaves. They didn't kidnap slaves. They enslaved Africans. So it's a different thing. They brought the slaves over. No, they weren't slaves when they brought them. They kidnapped human beings. They 325 year, 350 year process. They created the enslaved. And so, and it's interesting that we go all out, I guess, to celebrate Labor Day as we know it today. And I look at all this stuff, I don't take a lot of these holidays seriously at all. It's just a time to gather around, to be around your family and hang out. I don't. I think his name is Shaka Barishengo, wrote the Truth Behind the European Holidays. Barishengo, something, I forget his first name. He wrote about the truth behind all these European holidays. And that's one of the reasons I don't fool with a lot of it. I don't just like Christmas and Easter, and you learn about all that stuff, you're like, man, why am I even wasting my energy on this shit? Valentine's Day, all that stuff, that's bullshit. Of course, people have their own twist. Well, you just cheap. You don't want to buy people any gifts. Or you just cheap. You don't want to, damn all that. If you're a couple that's been together a while, or married couple, whatever, that shit shouldn't even matter. But that's a lot of stuff to keep people divided or have these weird ass expectations of each other in these relationships. And so I often joke, I said, well, hell, let me see, when is it? I'll date during the summer. There are no holidays during the summer. But around November, I break up and I stay single up until February. And that takes care of Valentine's Day. Then I start officially dating again after February. So from like March, April, May, June, July, or something like that, up until August. Because I don't know now, because now these folks are making Easter. Like they're making Easter baskets with diamond rings and earrings and shit in them. So I don't know. I might need to push it to May. So I'll tell you. I know supposed out here like, man, that shit is crazy. I know that wind is blowing, but please bear with me. It's a beautiful day out here and it's awesome. So y'all just continue to bear with me. But again, get up. Get out and do something this Labor Day while you're off from work. Your 4-day weekend, enjoy it. There's some folks actually went out of town and stuff, and some people land on some beach somewhere. Good luck. You make sure they do that temperature on your forehead before you bring your ass back home. I'm telling y'all people, I'm in the middle of this. Either it's killing us or the virus is not real. I'm not in that. Y'all handle that, okay? But another thing I want to touch on, last night on my my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to Rico the Opinionist, OPINIONIST. I had a 2-hour, but I think it lasted 2 hours. I just spoke to the audience about mental health, shared a lot of stuff about me growing up in domestic violence and trauma and how it impacted me as a young person growing up and how it played a part in how I dealt with relationships and all of that stuff. So it's on there, Black Men, Mental Health, and I had a young man to call in to link up and share his thoughts, about messages that were passed down to him from his dad, and so that was cool. And I want to do more of that on that channel. I created it as a space where black men can really come and talk about our issues, without judgment. And because as a social worker, master's level social worker over 24 years, I've worked in the field of counseling, mental health, as well as substance abuse, addiction, and want to share what I've learned over the past 20 some odd years with you African American men, black men. Stop saying that shit, black men. And offering up any brothers that just want to talk about some things. Fees aren't exuberant. Because my thing is, black men, if you can pay $200 plus for tennis shoes, $1,500 plus for rims, same amount for jewelry down your body, the same amount for clothes, you can pay $65 or even $70 an hour to save your life, to have an important conversation with someone who's experienced in having that conversation, be it depression, be it substance use. So, somebody, if you're having that problem, brothers, somebody you can send my way, hit me up on my Facebook page, Messenger, if you're on here. We can do it through Zoom or on the phone. We can have that conversation, because I know a lot of us black men, starting as black boys, we go through some things, but we don't feel comfortable with sharing what's going on with us, with everybody. That's why it appears that black men don't go to counseling at, I'll say, a high enough rate as compared to our female counterparts. Like, women go to counseling quite a bit. They even have conversations with each other. But I think within the last 5 to 10 years, black men have become more comfortable with sharing their inner hurts and sharing their issues with each other. But we were taught not to talk to each other like that. You know, man, my motherfucking his feelings, man. Man, I want to talk about this soft ass shit, bro. You know, we just don't want to, we don't like to talk to each other. So if you one of those guys who feel that way, and you're looking for a safe space where you can have that conversation, you know, hit me up. I'll let you know. You know, that PayPal will be sent to you. We work that out. Just no judgment. You have that conversation. Because a lot of things, believe it or not, a lot of things do hurt black men and black boys when they hold on to it in their teen years, and they get to college and they hold on to it. Then they get in their 20s, they're still holding on to it. And then they start, you know, seriously dating someone, and they're holding on to it. And Sweetie Pie, the woman who he decides to invite into his space, and she accepts. She's wondering why he just goes off like this. And I've often told women in groups that I've facilitated over the years, ladies, you are his girlfriend, you're not his counselor. You're there more as a comforter, his mate, not his counselor, his therapist. If you're dating a man, and whenever you try to talk to him, he says, I don't want to talk about it. Or he just goes off on you. And you've had to call one of your girlfriends and talk to her about it. Like, I don't know why he just goes off. I don't know why he gets angry every time I ask him about something that pierces the heart. And he just goes kind of, bananas. And I would say, sweetheart, get away from him. He's undiagnosed. Get away from him, young lady. He's undiagnosed. Get away. I don't give a damn what you think you've invested in this relationship. Get away, because it's not going to get any better. Even if he scoffs at the suggestion of going to seek counseling. No, I'm not going. I ain't crazy, man. Fuck it. I'm good. You hear me? Get away, young lady. Just silently but quickly pack your bags and get away from this dude, because he's completely with the shit. And you don't need that smoke. Especially if you're a young lady, you're young and pretty and got your life ahead of you. You don't have to deal with an undiagnosed brother. You don't. And I'm here to tell you, a lot of young men, 15 to 25 years old, 25 to 35 years old, are undiagnosed depression, undiagnosed bipolar disorder, and anger issues, PTSD. And we have to recognize this in the black community, having grown up in the hills of North America. Shout out to the Nation of Islam. There is something wrong with every other black person, I swear. We all go through it. If you grew up in these old weird-ass, violent, fucked-up-ass households, it doesn't matter if you're in the north, south, east, or west, you caught it. And you learn to suppress it when you were a child, and then it starts coming out. It manifests itself not in your professional life, but in your personal life, in your relationships. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just here to just have a conversation with brothers. That's it. No, nothing more, nothing less. If we can come to a place where you're like, oh, wow, man, thanks. I never would have shared that with anybody else, because that has been my experience. I've had guys in my office, in places where I worked inpatient or outpatient, where they shared some things they never talked about with anybody else. Because I believe in creating a space for brothers where they can just be free, therapeutically and mentally be free. And I know the cuss word in a lot of minds of macho black men, that B word, is called vulnerability. That we fear that vulnerability, because it is. Vulnerability is, it's like free falling from the sky, but you knowing you got that net under there, you believe that there's a net there, and then when you hit the ground, or you find yourself, you hit the ground, you're like, well, damn, there wasn't a safety net down there to catch me. And that is what throws people off. And what draws people away from falling in love or being in love, because there's a vulnerability to being in love. You have to really let go and trust that other person. And so that's why I want black men, black boys to be in a place where they can be vulnerable for the sake of saving their own lives. not vulnerable and simps and suckers in society, but I'm saying for your own mental health sake. Because good mental health leads to even more good days. Got it? Okay. So that's what I do. If it's not you that's on here now, someone else you know, hey, holler at my man Rico. Hit him up. You know, the price is reasonable. You can buy the Jordans, goddammit. You can afford that for your mental health. Okay, so, and I also want to say this to guys. And I know a lot of you probably dating these wild acting females and chicks that just act like they have no control, or they just act like wild banshees. Well, let me tell y'all this. If you're dating a young woman and you hug one of your female relatives and she's standing back and roll her eyes like, I know that's your cousin, but you hugging the bitch too tight. Fellas, get away from her. She's undiagnosed. You don't want that smoke, sir. Because what's coming after that is keyed up cars and burnt clothes and probably some physical harm to you. Stay away from these people who are undiagnosed, guys. They don't have good sense. They'll set you up emotionally, physically, financially. They'll set you up. So understand that the quote of the day, the statement of the day is get away from undiagnosed people. You know how we say, well, Rico, how would I know that the person's diagnosed? I gave you 2 examples. If they just go off for no reason at all, or everything is a touchy subject, you don't want to be with them. You don't. And they say, you know, in the community of men and young men, you know, we always say, man, some crazy motherfuckers got that good head, bro. Them crazy motherfuckers got that good puss. Hey, and I'm here to tell you that is true. The crazy ones in the hood chicks, they tend to have that good. That WAP. Before WAP it made it a thing. But none of them ever tell you that it ends well either. Yeah, they might have that good bedroom boom. But outside the bedroom, you got to pay for it, brother. She gonna embarrass your ass in the restaurant, talk crazy to you at your folks' gathering, at the family gathering. Yeah, I said it. So, whew. So it is it's a crapshoot. So who else has made it? Kareem Knox, what's up, bro? Ina, what's up? And so we just want to make sure that we're doing all the right things as relates to how we relate to each other. And most importantly, take your time to get to know somebody that you're going to call your boyfriend or your girlfriend or someone you have the nerve to try to propose to. Make sure you take your time, because you'll appreciate it later. You know, find out who they are, what they're about, shit. But anyway, I can get into my topics now, but before I get into my topics, go ahead and share this. Share this live. Share it. It's kind of quiet out here today. Those people aren't cutting grass out here fucking up my stilo. But my first topic, I have 3. Jacob Blake speaks from the hospital bed. My next one is I think it's women who date married men. I have a word for you, Helms. And oh yeah, black men, can you be more careful about where you aim your penis? So I'll start with the Jacob Blake thing. If you've been paying attention over the past weekend, even yesterday or day before that, he made a statement. It's online. You can find it anywhere on YouTube or social media. Just say CBS News, and here's where his statement is officially. But other people have it on their blogs and on the YouTube channels as well. I listened to it, and he just know he gonna say, man, you gotta get your life right. Be careful what you're doing. We need to get this money for us and all of this. But he didn't go into what happened and how he ended up where he was. And if you saw the other video, the one where he was in the suit and he was in court on the Zoom, facing those charges of attempted sexual assault and battery and all of that, he's in court right now for those charges, you know. So I'm about to see how both of these play out, because he had charges before he went to the house. You know, being at a place with a warrant and still showing up there, you know. Now we talk about how fathers are needed. and these emotional boys. Now, I'm not going to just speculate all of this and like what happened, and I'm not going to say he deserved what he got, but we're going to have to understand that we do play a part in a lot of stuff that happens to us. Because, no, we can go all the way to the beginning. Like, what were you doing at a place? If she had a warrant against you, why the hell you show up at a place where she had a warrant you weren't supposed to be? Number two, based on her charges, what she said was, it appeared to be he was one of those possessive, not just boyfriends, but ex-boyfriends, because I don't think they were together anymore. And I guess she had the kids. Oh man, shit's crazy. And he allegedly stuck his fingers in her underwear and to say, "Yeah, B, you must have been effing around with somebody else." He allegedly did that, according to her police report, her charges. And so, I mean, he was out there, according to all of that, if it was real, he was out there cutting the fool, as folks would say, showing his ass. And so it just all built up. He over to a place he shouldn't have been. And I think they were tussling with him and stuff and all of that, but he wouldn't let him know. He wouldn't stop. When how chicks get mad, you can't break them up, you can't calm them down. And when I look at that video, I said, I can imagine that, because he was just walking, they standing behind him with the pistols, he just walking like, fuck that. And then allegedly had a knife in his hand, blah, blah, blah. But it still didn't warrant all of that. But we cannot act like the things that he did, allegedly did, and all that didn't lead up to that outcome. Because if you're like me, if you can't stand the police, see, I've always said I can't stand the police. Fuck the police. However, I'm not going to do anything if I have my power to get their attention. We're going to have to chill on this domestic violence shit. I'm not accusing him of being a sole person. I'm saying is, all these things we do in our lives that attract the police. And it comes down to, a lot of times, is dating. Mary Max, hey, sweetheart, you made it. A lot of it is how we date and these volatile relationships. If you don't like the police, act like it. Meaning, stay out the way. That's what I do. Now, I can be pulled over like anybody else, but it's the way I behave to try to ensure that I make it to the next stop. But yeah, it is true. There are people who do comply, and they still die. So for those who are like, well, motherfuckers still do what they're supposed to do, and they still get shot. I got that. But for the most part, most of us come home every day. The vast majority of us come home every day. Right past police. Police has been called and we still somehow make it through. I think it's about behavior and attitude for the vast majority of us. Now, those who are already emotionally undisciplined, well, your interaction with the police is going to be different. When if you believe that the police are already out to get you, it's almost like, let me say this. I look at the police as a hornet's nest. And I did this when I was a kid. You know how, and we thought it was funny. You find a beehive or a wasp nest, and we would take some branches off of a tree, like have like bushes in our hand, and going, phew, phew. Now hit it and then run, and about 4 or 5 of them damn bees are chasing us, like, and they start stinging us, bam, bam, like, We actually thought that shit was funny. But see, that's the cops. When you see them, you don't take your brush and start fucking with them. Meaning, hey, put your hands up. What's up? What y'all need? That's the America we live in. So what's up? No, I know I'm not white, so I got to put my hands up. I know I'm not white, so I got to... I can't ask too many questions. That's just how it is. Unless we get together and change that legally, or hell, change it in the street way. But in the meantime, that's how most of us, the vast majority of us, get by every day. And I don't have any fear of the police. I get tired of these big old black dudes. I'm afraid every time I get in my car. I'm afraid every time I leave work. I'm afraid every time I leave home to go to Kroger. I'm so sick of you big old 6 foot, 225 pound Negroes talking about I'm so scared every day. You make it look bad for those of us who are 5'5", 150, who are not afraid. Y'all sending a worse message out there to young black boys. It's almost like when Wesley Snipes went from Blade to Noxzema Brown in that damn movie when he dressed up like a chick. You're sending fucked up, confused messages. And so I need black men to stop being democratic and liberal and getting on TV trying to drum up votes for Joe Biden. I'm afraid of the police. I do. I'm clutching pearls. Help me, somebody. Police. Get out of here. You're a grown-ass dude. And so Jake, he made a speech from the bed, and I listened to it twice. And I was like, you know, he didn't touch on anything that led to how he ended up there. He just said, man, you're going to need your legs to get you around. You're going to need this. And I'm thinking maybe, you know, should have been a rehearsed speech, no, written down statement or something that, you know, I guess maybe because it's in court he can't really talk about it, but why say anything at all? Why don't you just chill? Unless he was told, make a statement. That'll boost support. From what I understand, he's got $2.2 million. And I'm not, you know, people are like, oh my God, they're funding a rapist. They're giving money to criminals. Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. Y'all just gonna act like the guy who shot Mike Brown didn't get paid $1 million to do an interview with ABC News? I don't give a fuck if they can get the hookup from the GoFundMe, from whatever it is. It's America. It's capitalism. So I want to hear that shit. Oh my God, y'all are funding someone who sexually assaults women. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Cause you know how many white boys who've done some fuck shit? They got 500,000 plus. And so it's funny that you same respondents to white folks, and then the bought off Negroes don't come in there and say, oh my God, y'all were actually funding this guy? He shot a kid in the face. $1 million. And you ain't hear from Jeffrey, what's his name? What's that motherfucker, Mike? What's his name? Motherfucker shot Mike Brown. Can't remember his name. He disappeared. He earned enough money from the system. They paid him $1 million for the interview, and they got a big ass GoFundMe. He's gone. Yeah. He disappeared. He's gone. You hear nothing else about that dude. So I'm not knocking that hustle. Hell, I wish I could get somebody to go to my GoFundMe, my Black Man Mojo nonprofit GoFundMe. Yeah, I do have one. But I guess I gotta get shot by the police and shit, and get excused to make me look like a victim, because I probably would actually be a victim. Not saying that he's not, but some things we can prevent based on our behavior. And that guy, and I hope that Jacob Blake goes to get counseling and therapy for all that he's been through, even before, I'll say before the shooting. He was a candidate for anger management, for probably batter's intervention, and one-on-one therapy. A lot of young black men today need that, because a lot of them don't have that father masculinity in them. And so they act out emotionally and start doing some wild shit. And I'm not gonna doubt that he probably did a lot of that stuff. But still, it doesn't justify him being shot. What I will say is, it's interesting how a lot of these things led up to that day. You know, and the lady called the police. Look at that. They have access, brothers, to the system. But we still haven't learned. And so, but he's come up. I hope he regains the use of his legs. I don't want the brother to be paralyzed. I just want him to learn something from this. And he could have shared that I learned that I need to be more in control of my emotions. When the police is saying, hold it, right here, if it's broad daylight, be right here, give me some witnesses, and just hold my hands up or something. But you know, guys, y'all have to realize you can't act like girls. You can't do what women do. Women can snatch off from people and keep walking because they're females. Men are not as quick to, or in the system is not as quick to shoot women or to batter women. Now, there's some women who've gotten body slammed after they've talked shit for like 30 minutes and thrown to the ground and handcuffed. Maybe a taser finally after they've told them 5 to 10 goddamn times to do this and do that. I'm not doing anything. So after they say it 11 times, like, well, fuck it then. Tase, body slam to the ground. But guys, y'all don't have but 1 or 2 times to say no to a cop's command. you lucky if you get tased and thrown to the ground, but they shooting y'all with pistols now. And I don't understand why y'all don't understand that women get a pass. Because they have two things, a vagina and a coochie. The war is against men. Women aren't a threat. When y'all learn that, you'll teach your boys that you can't do what girls do. Get your emotions in check, fellas. Get your emotions in check. You can't act like women systematically, because women are catered to and coddled and pandered to. If you are a black man, you should know what I'm talking about. And particularly politically. Has a Democrat come up to you yet and asked you for your vote? No, they go up to the women. Because they know you're going to follow the women, because for the past 45 years, we've been raised under what's called the spell of the matriarchal Leviathan. We ain't worried about the men, because the women got them, the women control them. And that's what white Democrats believe. But anywho, let me see what you got here. It says, Richard Street, we have a vagina and boobs. Okay. $2.2 million is not enough when the Mounting Hospital will take most of that. Yeah. They should sue the police and department. Yeah. He probably will get a lawsuit in. He'll probably use some of that money to sue the police. Hopefully they'll get at least about $10 million or $5 million for each bullet. For each time they shot. So 8 times 5, get it folks $40 million. $3 million out for the lawyer, and they move on about their lives. They should. But I hope that he also, when he makes another statement, it's more of a statement of learning from his mistakes and his behavior, instead of going with the narrative like, I ain't even do nothing. We have to be mindful of that. My next topic, hold on, let me see. Wait a minute, let me read it. Cause I learned to write them down, because sometimes I get off, I veer off and forget where my stopping point is. Ladies, let me read it to you. All right, because there's been incidents that's been happening of, if y'all, some of my Facebook Lives, some of them I talk about the rise or the popularization or the normalizing of the side piece. And the side piece. And what has been happening is these women dating married men. Not just that, but they're getting pregnant by married men. Now, somebody help me under the guise of mental health. Help me understand why that makes sense. Or how the fuck would that ever make sense? It's bad enough that you're dating a married man. But why would you allow yourself to get pregnant by a married man? You know how I say that most folks don't give a damn about children? Women don't give a shit about children. All they do is look at children as utilities, resources, or something as like a trinket for status. I don't think, because let me tell you something. People who care about children, listen to me. People who care about children make sure the children are brought here under the best circumstances. Meaning they're not brought here as the love child or the bastard child of some dude on the corner. Or they're not bastard child or love child or some married man that already has a wife and children. They're not brought here in poverty. They're not brought here in broken neighborhoods and a broken school system. And while you are in a broken relationship, ladies, you don't allow yourself to get pregnant. You can screw who you want to. My issue is, why would you bring a child into your bullshit? See, I'm always talking about the concern for children. Even when it comes to abortion. I don't have a problem. If you can't afford it, abort it. I'd rather for a fetus to be taken out in 3 weeks or 6 months when they don't know what hit them than to be born to a whole bunch of bullshit. Because that person all of a sudden gained morality. I don't want no abortion on my conscience, but you want a child to be brought into poverty, to sexual assault, to a emotional and a physical and emotional abandonment and neglect, just because you want to save your own principles at the moment? Don't y'all think that's a little insane? So you got these women volunteering to be side pieces to unavailable men. And then they have the nerve to get pregnant. And y'all know, if you've been reading, some unfortunate things happen. Not only does she get pregnant, she makes an announcement to the guy who's unavailable. I'm pregnant. And what the fuck answer do you think you're supposed to get from him, side piece whore? Side piece lazy broad? What answer do you think you're supposed to get from him? Huh? It's weird. So, but if he tells you, yeah, go and keep it, he's lying. And if he tells you, I don't want it, he's not lying. And so my thing is, why would you even have it? How come no one can answer that? Why would these chicks not only volunteer to be a side piece to an unavailable man, but then you hoes have the nerve to give birth to a bastard baby outside. And of course I hear the women screaming, well, he made a choice. I don't care what he made, because he can't get no pussy without permission. He should have wore a condom. No, he shouldn't. He didn't have to wear nothing. So that means, so what you're saying is a baby is a punishment. So women use babies as punishment and as leverage against a man for this system. See, I don't think women are stupid. I don't think they're dumb. I don't think they're below men. I think they know their conveniences in this society. I think women know that they get passes. Even when they can be stupid, they can play a victim when it's convenient. But this, both of us have to speak out against it. Where are the feminists? Why aren't they talking against women who volunteer to be side pieces to married men? Now, you can be a side piece to a dude that got a bunch of girlfriends. That's up to you, and that's sick too. Meaning, when you decide to have a baby by a dude that's already got several baby mothers, he's not the sick one. You are, tramp. You're the sick one. Why would you? And you don't give a damn about children. All the baby mothers after Future's first one don't give a damn about children. Did y'all hear what I just said? All of the non-wives and baby mothers after Future's first child don't give a shit about children. Now he on baby mama number 8. Is it him or is it them? Because you can't get no pussy without permission. You got these old broke-ass chicks lined up for their child not to have a father. Just to get a paycheck, you lazy wenches. But somehow Iyanla Vanzant gets to have the men on TV. One man got 46 kids by 20 women, and I know damn well 18 of them knew about each other. But he's the one who's got the mental problems. He's the one who's lacking. No, it ain't him. It's the female who knows that the dude got babies everywhere and still opens her legs without protection to allow him to get her pregnant. That's the one that's got the goddamn problem. When you volunteer for this shit. And let's go back to even the Ray Caruth thing. And ladies, y'all gonna act like Ray Caruth never happened? Because, yeah, these ladies are coming up dead. You gonna tell a man, well, I'm gonna have this baby, and you gonna pay for it, and I'm gonna get you for all that you have. Well, see, there you go right there, big mouth. You don't know the mental health of men when you say that kind of stuff to them, because you're so emboldened and so empowered by this anti-male child support system and family court system that in the police departments that you will have the nerve to stand there and say that to a man's face. And one thing you don't do is play with a man's money and threaten his livelihood. Just because you mad because he don't want to be with you and he don't want that kid. Men don't lay down to have babies. Men lay down to bust nuts. And y'all women need to quit pretending that you're the one because he's sticking either condom penis or raw penis in your body. Y'all need to stop it. It ain't 1820s, 2020. And even your teenage daughter, tell him when that little dude fucking you, sweetheart, he ain't trying to get no baby. He's getting a nut. Why don't we talk to our daughters like this? Tell them the truth. See, I don't have a problem with people screwing. I just hate it when you screw up the lives of children. Why do children have to be brought into your foolishness? That's the problem I have with it. Am I justifying, am I okay condoning with the women getting killed by these guys? Of course I'm not. But I'm not going to act like what I said about Jacob Blake doesn't apply to them. What you do can lead up to whatever happens to you. You know, when people say study hard in school, and you'll get a scholarship to college, meaning they put the work in. They did some things that led up to them being able to get college for free. Well, go out there and apply for the job. Apply yourself. They went out there and they applied and they got the job. And guess what? They put the work in and guess what? They got a promotion. See, how come that logic can apply to everything else except when the end result is somebody dying? Whatever we do, we're putting into things that could happen. And so you ladies out here, and y'all need to tell these chicks, and y'all need to do blogs on that. Y'all stop volunteering to be mistresses and side hoes to marry men. Not just that, but having babies. You allowing them to get you pregnant. Are you fucking kidding me? Let me see, what'd you say? It happens, everyone. I'm sorry, my mama was very... You know, that's what we need to be having, the conversation. We don't like to have the real conversations. No, we have all this surface stuff. Well, thank goodness y'all listening to me. You know, I'm gonna tell you, that's the shit that needs to be addressed. Well, men need to stop stepping out on their marriage. Y'all can keep saying that all you want to. Men gonna step out on their marriage. They gonna slip around their girlfriends. Guess what? They can't slip out on the marriage. They can't slip around the girlfriend if there's no women volunteering to open up their goddamn legs. Hell, you can't do it without no woman. You can't have a dog without cat. So y'all, look, come on ladies. Y'all spread the word, cut it out. Cut it out. It's weird. We sit here and, you know, no, I didn't approve of the Ray Crew thing, no. And a woman getting killed because he said, look, I got a wife. You gonna ruin my family. But it's okay, but I can tell you how you can stay alive, ladies. If you'll listen, spread the word. If you allow, and I'm going to keep using the word, if you allow yourself to get pregnant by a man who's not your husband, but he's some other woman's husband, or a man who tells you flat out, he asks you going to get an abortion, you say no. If he asks you to get an abortion, you go on about your business, sweetheart. You say, or how about if you're dating a married man, you get pregnant, you don't say shit. You move on. Move on. Move on. Just say, you can just break up with the guy and say, look, I don't think we should see each other. I'm having a conscience about me slipping around with you and you got a wife. You know, say something to him. But if you're going to decide to have the baby, or if you're not going to have it, shut up. Go and get the abortion and move on. Because you had no business allowing yourself to get pregnant by a married man in the first goddamn place. So, ladies, this is how you stay alive. Number one, don't be fooling with a married man. But when that's out the window, if you're going to fool with them, do not allow yourself to get pregnant. It's 2020, not 1720. There's 25 forms of birth control. Just pick 2 of them, baby. Damn. Hell. And I know why y'all do it. I know why women get pregnant out of wedlock. Because there is a funding source. You are empowered. You are paid to breed for the prison population complex. You are paid, meaning food stamps, Section 8, child support, free child care, free education. If they would defund the single motherhood, I guarantee you wouldn't have all these pregnant teenage girls. If it is, she ain't gonna have but one because her mama ain't no daddy there. You get tired of paying for her and her baby because she's 15. You still got to pay for this heifer. And then the little heifer got to go to work because the mama like, I can't pay for these diapers. I can't give you on my insurance. Now your baby on my insurance. See, when you put the bill where it's supposed to go and not on the taxpayers, I guarantee you behaviors will change. And that's what we need to be talking to these politicians about. Defund single motherhood. Defund out of wedlock births. That's the defunding that needs to be going on. Not just cops. Defund these old weird ass behaviors, these accepted norms that are detrimental to the community. Defund that. If we're gonna talk about defunding shit, defund out of wedlock births, defund single motherhood, and I guarantee you, it'll be a drop and out-of-wedlock births. To fund these non-profit hospitals that bring in these hood-ass pregnant chicks. You got money for weave, you got money for your shoes, your stilettos, but you don't have money to take care of your baby, to deliver your baby. You don't have any insurance. See, all that falls on the taxpayers. To fund all that shit, I guarantee you. They say, well, no, I'm going to try to get a husband, but I don't know then. I want to make sure that we're financially stable. See, then you'll start thinking about children. See, right now, no one has to think about the lives of innocent babies and innocent little toddlers because the government gonna take care of that, and that's the problem. Do I have a problem with people who work, elderly people and people who work and say pandemic and stuff, or we lose our job, but we have a history, a record of working, we've gone to college, getting the food stamps? No. Getting the welfare checks? No. But we work, we put the money into it. We should get the welfare checks. We should get the food stamps. We should get the motherfucking Section 8. But we work. And then if you're 65 years and older, that's who the food stamps should go to. The folks who got their little retirement. And some people don't work from corporate America and get $6,000 a month in retirement. Some people get $900 check from Social Security, $1,100. No, that's not enough. So they should get like a boost of extra, probably $400 or something added on to their Social Security check every month. And they should have no taxes paid on their property. If they got property taxes, should be either cut in half or done. And college students are the ones who should be getting food stamps in Section 8 because they're in college trying to become something or somebody. Not these folks around here sitting on their ass, don't want to do nothing, 18 to 35 years old, healthy enough to work, but you'd rather sit around here and screw and get pregnant. Yeah, ladies, I'm talking to your ass. Now, unless they treat the single father, the father's the same way. Say, yeah, I'm going to take responsibility for my child. He's 18 years old, so he should be given free child care. He should be given food stamps. He should be given Section 8 too. Well, probably mainly to him, so he can, because the man gonna work. He'll give him the same help that you give the women. I guarantee you. Or make it say, look, we'll give y'all Section 8 if y'all decide to be together as a family. How about that? They don't want to do that, so if you're gonna screw, use this damn protection out here. I don't have a problem with people screwing at all. I don't. I just hate it when they bring children into their bullshit. That's the problem I have. And you women dating these married men and have the nerve to get pregnant, then act funny because he don't want it and he don't want you anymore. You fucking insane? That's his natural reaction. He got a family. He got a wife. You were there as his plaything. How did you get past that? Yeah, y'all worse than the side chicks around here. Want to get in all the pictures. Want to call the wife up or the girlfriend up. Want to be seen. Not want to expose somebody. When you expose the man, you're exposing yourself, tramp. You're exposing yourself as the whore that you are. Because you are volunteered to be part of OPP, other people's property. So don't think you're making him look bad. You're making yourself look bad, sweetheart. And that's what all of them and all these chicks in these reality shows, they're nothing but side whores. They're nothing but tramps, and they had bastard kids out of a side whore situation. Shame on you. You don't give a damn about that kid. Children naturally supposed to have a mother and a father. We need to cut the bullshit out. Just stop it. Yeah, a lot of these children growing up underdeveloped, emotionally and developmentally depraved. Yeah, because you decide, well, I want to keep my baby. Well, pay for it then, helper. Don't get on the system, because the system takes my money and other people who work. You get your ass out there and work 2 jobs and raise your child. If you want to have a bunch of them, you take care of a bunch of them. Yeah, I said it. I mean, I don't know why the masses of black America aren't saying the same thing I'm saying. Oh, yeah, I did. See, I'm a black conservative, so that sounds too much like right. Let me see what's going on here. So, you know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. But we're going to get together. We're going to get it together one day. And so, ladies, you taking a chance where you become the married man side piece. And let me tell you to you married men, You married men over guys with committed girlfriends you live with. No, number one, if you want to stay out of the bullshit, wear a condom with your side hoe. Just wear a condom, bro. Cause you know that you see how silly the women can be. So don't even give her that chance. Wear a condom, bro. Number two, if you have to, I know I ain't gonna have to, but a lot of dudes just do it. Just okay, they just want a new piece. Get a hooker. That's the safest bet across the board. Don't get you no side piece, fool. Get a hooker. Because a hooker is a business. Her business is to provide your pleasure for whatever you pay for. And one thing about a hooker, she's not gonna let you get her pregnant. She has no interest in your wife or your girlfriend. She has no interest in your life. All she has interest in making sure you got your money, goddammit, for that hour you paid for, or the quick 30 minutes, or whatever you paid for. And I'm telling you, it's a lot cheaper. It's less emotionally taxing, unless you fall in love with a hooker. She ride and she rollin', she swallowin', she goin'. Unless you fool fall in love with the hooker. You know, see? Marry men, because you're gonna do it, but don't get you a side piece. If you got a woman that gets on your nerves, well, divorce her. Don't get no side hoe, you stupid bastard. That niggas are stupid. Don't get you, if your woman's getting on your nerves, to break up with her. But if it's just you and have been in a marriage for about 10, 15 years, it's kind of a little stale there, but you still love your wife, and you want the status of your family to continue, you just want to get you a little something on the side, go to the farthest part of town and get you a hooker. Damn. I'm about to write an article on this, do a blog, and tell y'all why, because cheating is not going to end, so y'all can cut the bullshit out. Am I saying that most men cheat? Of course not. But am I saying that men cheat? Of course they do. And but my thing is, I'm just trying to keep families together. Yeah, he gonna step out, and you women that decide to, I wouldn't advise you women to go out there and cheat, 'cause a lot of times y'all can't handle it. Y'all mess around and get some of that foreign penis in you, and he worked around and done some different shit. You kind of start losing your bearings at home. Hold on a second. Get a swig of my water. Y'all can't do like men do, because y'all are women. It's a different thing. Lord Jesus, help me somebody. Thank you, Mary Max. So, yeah, I wouldn't advise the ladies, but y'all can say, well, two can play that game. Well, you do you. I'm just telling guys, get that hooker. And I'm not saying the stripper bitch. I'm saying a legitimate hooker. Y'all know where to find them. Because the stripper chick, I don't know, it's a little messy. But get you a hooker. They on back pages or wherever the new back. Damn, I forgot the new name of the back page. Oh wow, List Crawler. List Crawler is the new back pages, and they still accepting a certain amount of roses, fellas. I know, but a lot of you black guys, a lot of chicks on there, they're not messing with the younger black dudes or black dudes at all. Some of them, I'm talking about some beautiful young ladies of all racial backgrounds. But a lot of their things say no black guys. I guess black guys don't want to bring the 50 or 60 roses like they said. They come in there, look, little mama, I ain't got but 35. So I guess the white, the Asian, and other men, Hispanic men, bring all the roses plus leave a couple of stems, if you know what I mean, after they're done. So the young black dudes is kind of messed it up, everybody trying to run game. But I think they mess with black dudes over 30. Was it over 40? Something like that. So, or you just, because there's plenty of places to find hookers. Go get you one. Okay, again, a hooker's not trying to call your wife. A hooker ain't showing up at the restaurant when you're having dinner with you and your wife and your family. A hooker ain't trying to get in the pictures. A hooker is not trying to expose you because they got mad about something. You know, unless you don't pay them on time, you can trigger a hooker. You come out there and don't have your money. That's when a hooker is triggered. But as long as you straight with a hooker straight with you because she got the next client to be looking out for her. She has a business going on. She's her own sole proprietor. She's her own LLC. She's her own She is her own incorporation, you hear me? So, she ain't got time to be fooling with you, no, on that level. So, and you can pick anyone you got, and all you gotta do is, you feel a little itch at the house, you ain't got to break up your home just so you wanna be at the side, bitch. You gonna get you a hooker, fellas. Damn. And I would suggest a lot of you single men out here, cause y'all getting in trouble messing with these chicks. Yeah, you single men out here. A lot of times you trying to work and build your life, you know, young men, 18 to 25, 18 to 30 years old. A lot of y'all getting caught up because y'all around here getting these little chicks pregnant. When all you need is get you a hooker, because basically you just want to go out, you want to have some fun, you want to go to college, or you want to build a business. And the one thing you don't want to do is ruin it by getting some chick pregnant. And that's one thing about it. These little chicks, they getting pregnant out here, bros. Young fellas, older men who should know better. So if you're a young man, 16 to 30 years old, trying to get your life together and you're building, you're getting your education, you're getting the business loans, you're trying to build your business, but you ain't trying to get no chick pregnant because you're a young man, your testosterone is high, your semen buildup is up here, you're trying to release it, well, y'all should know, when you buy your rims and all that, put about $100, $150 to the side for that hooker to do what you need to get that release. You can develop what's called an intimate relationship at any moment during those times. When you're trying to have a girlfriend, because the girlfriend leads to pregnancy with a lot of y'all. Y'all know how to just have a girlfriend. But I'm finna tell y'all something, you young guys who just act like condoms were never invented. I'm finna tell y'all where y'all can go to get some, what I call some free coochie. And there's a lot of you little black dudes, because y'all seem to be having a problem. Y'all can't hardly make it to the 11th grade without getting a chick pregnant. And guess what? She gonna have it. So you little black dudes that live in the ghettos of America, stop having sex with them chicks that live in the same block you live on. Stop having sex with the chicks living in your same project apartment or your low-income neighborhood. Because if you mess around, what a lot of you do, have unprotected sex with her, she is going to get pregnant. I don't care if she's black or Hispanic. If they live in a ghetto with you, they're going to get pregnant because your semen is her way out of her situation. It's like when you take your bottle. We used to take the bottles when I was a kid to the corner store and get them redeemed for money. They take your nut, your semen, to the state and get redeemed for money and other benefits. So now, young guys, these are the girls, if you want to have some, because you act like you don't know what no condom is, these are the group of girls who understand what birth control is. Even if she doesn't make you wear a condom, you don't have to worry about it. You go to these white girls who live in the deep suburbs, who got probably a fetish for black dudes and all that. You know, them, number one. Asian girls from India, Pakistan, you know, those chicks, like Vietnamese, Korean, and all those who live in the deep suburbs of white folks. You don't see them walking around here pregnant either, do you? Nope. And when you go to college, if you get old enough, like 18 and up, you mess with the white girls that go to these big white universities like a Baylor or Vanderbilt or UCLA, you know, big white schools. Because you go any one of those campuses and you will not find a pregnant white girl. You will not find a pregnant Asian. You will not find a pregnant chick from India or Pakistan, none of that. And guess what? All three of those group of chicks in college drink semen out of a glass. They do more fucking than you can spell the word. But somehow they're able to graduate with no babies, no pregnancy. Well, I'm not going to say no pregnancy, but no babies. That abortion clinic right around the corner. Shit, you hear me? But mainly, they believe in birth control. Because they're young just like you. So I'm just telling you, little hood guys, just like if you made it to 18, stop having sex in your black ghetto. Stop having sex in your black Mexican and black Mexican mixed ghetto. Because those chicks are going to have those babies on your ass and your life is going to be effing ruined. But I'm telling you, you get 18 years old, go out to the military, or go out to college. Or if you just say, look, I'm just going to start a business at 18, 19 years old. Do not have sex with those chicks. Again, white girls who go to these big white universities, wherever you live, you know what I'm talking about. You know, those damn near Ivy League. If you're in Dallas, you got, I think, UT Arlington. There are no pregnant white girls at UT Arlington. You don't see those, but I wouldn't mess with a little black girl. Unless, if she's a black girl, make sure that she's like a Candace Owens kind of black girl. Very Oreo. Hang out with a lot of white folks, even her parents. She lived in the suburbs. Majority of her friends are white and Asian. You know, they try to be multicultural and talk like this. They don't get pregnant either, because they developed their white girl way of doing things. I don't have to get pregnant because we're having sex. You know, those. I mean, they do head, they do everything. They do anals, group things. What I'm saying. But if she's a black girl in the ghetto with you, don't do it. And if she's a black girl to go to your Texas Southerns, your Gramblings, your Howards, your Hamptons, don't do it. Yeah, if you go to Norfolk State, go and have sex with them white girls at Virginia Union. I'm sorry, Virginia State, or wherever the fuck, the University of Virginia. Yeah. You go to Grambling, fuck the white girls at Tech. And a couple of... If you go to Texas Southern, have sex with the white girl at University of Houston. And Rice. If you live in Memphis, don't have sex with them black chicks at Lemoyne On. Have sex with the chicks that go to Vanderbilt, Union University, Christian Brothers, Rhodes College. That's where you have sex with those white girls. And some of those black girls that hang out with them white girls that go to Rhodes and Christian Brothers, they don't get pregnant either. Y'all get the drift? But if you mess around and the chick lives, she goes to Lemoyne On, you live in Memphis, hell, and please, I'm telling you, stay away from them black chicks and they attend Shelby State Community College. Both campuses, Macon and on Union. But they gonna have, because most of them already got kids. So you know she already got them, she don't have a problem with having one with you. I'm just saying, if you want to have an actual balanced life, young fellas. I know I can say, well, wear a condom. No, they don't work for them little black hood chicks. Because they don't understand what birth control is on their end. But the other girls, some Indian chicks from the Asian chicks, and the white girls, they go to these big white schools, they understand what birth control is for. It's to control birth, prevent birth, and to be taken to prevent birth. The little ghetto, the little black chicks live in low-income areas, the hoods or whatever, the Mexican chicks live in low-income areas and hoods, and them trailer trash white girls, they live in black neighborhoods and try, yes, bitch, yes. No, you don't want to mess with them white girls either. Because why would you mess with her? You might well get you an original Tasha. Instead of trying to get a hood Becky. That's stupid. She's no use. It'll bring you down just like the other one. I see these black dudes with these old trash-ass white girls. They're really, bro? Well, I guess they, like minds hang out with each other, I guess. But anyway, so my next one is, it goes to, it kind of bleeds over into black men. Can y'all please have better aim or be careful when you aim your penis? You see, a lot of you black dudes are in trouble in the system because you don't know where to aim your penis. I saw a video among many videos that I've seen over the past few years on social media. These little skinny dudes, these young black men, are going through holy hell with these baby mamas. And they some of the most ratchet, mentally undiagnosed, retarded chicks that you ever want to meet. And these dudes are catching holy hell. I mean, the girls are destroying their property, disrespecting their parents, talking crazy. You said I can come over here and pick up my daughter. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you and fuck. You know, all that kind of. I'm like, wow. See, if you had your ass in the military in college, thinking with your books instead of with your libido, damn it. And then also, what's wrong with the vision of young men? Y'all have 20/20 vision? I see some of these chicks, fat ass, tattooed up, weave wearing, retarded, ugly ass females, that y'all are getting pregnant. Like, y'all kidding me? Where y'all fathers at? Oh yeah, he was never there. What's wrong with y'all dudes? Y'all, that's why the mentoring needs, that's what needs to be taught among most things with young men today. You know, control your emotions and control where you point your penis. Damn, you ain't supposed to just have sex for the sake of having sex. There should be some kind of strategy to it. Damn. Aren't y'all, do y'all have any pride about who you lay down with? It doesn't seem like it. These guys, I mean, y'all see some of the chicks that be going in on these dudes because they the baby mother. I said, that's your baby mother? That's the chick that you laid down and had unprotected sex with. This a monster. This bitch look like she climbs buildings and knocks airplanes out the sky. That's who you decide to get pregnant? This broad that looks like she breathes down on Tokyo and to have the people scattering and shit. That's who you decide to get pregnant? This motherfucker here who looks like she sits on a wall and dares a motherfucker to push her off, Humpty Dumpty. That's who you got pregnant? This motherfucker. Woo! I mean, I'm just surprised. I'm like, what is it with young black males? And these chicks, y'all get pregnant. Then a lot of y'all get the chick who's the neighborhood pussy pregnant. I was like, y'all dudes. I'm telling y'all stop skipping school. Y'all stop joining gangs. Join a mentoring program. and demand that your high school or junior high school, starting in 8th grade, I guess, 9th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, demand, goddammit, they bring health and relationships back to the schools. Because y'all young dudes, y'all will literally stick y'all penis in a wall socket based on some of these broads I've seen. Y'all, that's your baby mother? This broad looks like she needs to be on some kind of medication. Like she needs to be on disability. Damn, I did say about 30 minutes ago, they said them crazy ones got that good, but I'm looking at some of these chicks. I'm saying, see, I can have sex with a lot of these bitches because they ugly. I'm like, y'all don't see ugly? Y'all don't see fat? Y'all don't see wild hair? Y'all don't see weave? Y'all don't see butter teeth? Y'all don't see none of that. Y'all just go up in chicks. My God. Y'all don't see her 2 other baby daddies? Y'all just, what's wrong with y'all little dudes? Come on, Black America. I'm telling y'all, we got to do better. We always say we come from a mighty people, but my have we fallen. My have the mighty have fallen. Don't make no damn sense. And what's wrong? When we gonna teach these young guys? Stop sticking your penis in these wall sockets and be shocked by the electrocution. When I see these videos, these girls, I said, dude, really, bro? Yeah, and every other word is a cuss word out of her mouth. It's insanity. Literally, it's insanity. So, young black men, y'all need to learn better, man. Well, some of y'all need to learn the word celibacy. I'll tell you, it saves lives. Celibacy is a time when you say, look, I'm finna stop trying to screw, meet chicks, and get myself together. I'm gonna find out what sex is for. I may not follow all the rules, but you won't have my record or be able to look back and see I'm still having sex with ugly, beat up ass, hood ass, bullet wound, sagging breasts, ugly hair, weave wearing, blonde, burgundy, and cream colored hair heifers. Chick with multiple baby dads, but I walked up in there too with a bare penis. See, there's something wrong with you too, sir. We know the mental illness is on that side, but what is your damn problem? Yeah, everybody can use that MHMR assessment, that mental health assessment. And guys, get it together. Us older guys, y'all get to these little dudes. Y'all be seeing them in the mall with these little weird looking ass little females. Like, dude, that's your girl? That's who you having sex with? Good luck with that. She can have your ass in the military somewhere, in a trade school, or college. I'm telling you guys, no, just for the sake of it, there's a lot of pretty women in college. I heard they got, and don't not get no chick pregnant who in Job Corps. She in worse shape than you. If you can avoid having sex with her, that'll be awesome. If she in Job Corps like you, why the hell would you want even look back at that broad? Yeah, that spells trouble altogether. Whew. Insane. But I think I've hit on all my topics. Again, I'm on Rico the Opinionist. That's my YouTube channel. For those of you who hung out with me, thank you so much for hanging out with me during this live. Labor Day live, that is. You know, I know a lot of you are off, chilling, probably barbecuing, or just sleeping in, which is awesome. On this beautiful Labor Day. And y'all see my PayPal and my Cash App on that food with me if you're cool with me. Anything that offended you, please, I swear, charge it to my head and not to my heart. I'm sensitive about that shit. But some things that be on my mind, I have to say them out loud. Oh, glory. I have to say them. Because if I don't, my head will explode. I can't keep these things in like that. I have to express them. Sometimes not always in the way in which we like for it to be expressed. And I know this. Yes, I have a higher vocabulary, but sometimes I just like talking to us as if you're sitting across from me in my living room. And that's how I express myself, as if I'm having a conversation with you in my living room or in my kitchen. I'm not trying to win a Pulitzer Prize for public speaking. I'm just trying to have a conversation, hopefully one that we're all listening to and maybe we can share with others. So thank y'all so much. It's time for me to go ahead and get my run on for this Labor Day. See y'all on my next live. Get at me on my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist, and we'll talk to each other in the future. And peace, y'all.